So the wintertime can be a little overwhelming with there's so many different fabrics and so many different clothing items that we are trying to mix and match together. In this video, I'm going to simplify this easily for you so you guys can look expensive during the winter season and just look your best and really reach your potential when it comes to dressing this winter. The first thing, how to look expensive this winter, is to use sweaters as your base layer. So the biggest mistake I see a lot of guys making in the winter season is they only layer with t-shirts. This is good. It's a good thing to have. I love my fitted t-shirts. I'm always wearing t-shirts. I love t-shirts in general. But a great thing that you guys can do for the winter season just to look more luxurious and elegant is to use sweaters as your base layer and leave the t-shirts. So by this, basically what we're doing is instead of putting on a t-shirt, we're going to put on a sweater as our base layer. So I'm talking about a turtleneck sweater, quarter zip sweater. I'm talking about a mock neck sweater, cable knit sweater, any type of sweater like this. And then you guys can throw on a jacket or your outerwear piece over top of this. It just looks a lot more luxurious, a lot more elegant where you guys can do this and you guys can start to just kind of sprinkle in the sweaters and then start to get away from the t-shirt, especially as we get into those more harsher winter months that are, you know, just a little colder and that the t-shirt just doesn't really cut it for as much. The sweaters just show off a great texture, show off a more added design, added feel. Plus the sweaters are great for retaining heat as well. So it's going to be a great base layer for the winter season. The next thing, how to look expensive for the winter, is get a shearling jacket. I've been preaching to you guys about a shearling jacket for as long as I've started this channel. I love this jacket. It's probably the most stylish jacket of any winter jacket that I can possibly think of, in my opinion. If you guys haven't tried it out, I would say this is definitely the year to try it out. I just love the shearling lining that's in the jacket there. Anytime that you guys have a chance to mix in a jacket with some type of lining in there, with a Sherpa lining, a shearling jacket that has a lining in there, any type of lining just gives you a more luxurious feel, makes you look more expensive, and just really brings a lot more complexity to your outfit and just also looks more visually appealing. A shearling jacket keeps you extremely warm, and it's just a great thing that you guys can have for the winter season. I recommend going with a brown one if you guys haven't gotten that, or a black one as well. They sell them a lot in gray as well, but I'm usually more of a black or brown guy with this one. Some gray ones I've seen as well that look really great. Some other colors are making as well, but if it's your first, I recommend going for a brown one. I recommend a brown one for your first one, or a black one. Either of these are going to go with a lot of things for your winter wardrobe. The next thing, how to look expensive this winter, is to get corduroy pants. I preached before about corduroy and just the effects of it. Just looks great. I love the lines that just go through a corduroy type of design. A lot of guys don't really go for the corduroy pants as much. I think this is kind of more of a forgotten type of item, but it really is a great item to really mix in some more, just add a texture to your guys' outfits. A lot of guys aren't really going for the corduroy pants anymore, so it's a great opportunity for you guys to stand out. Like I said before, most people, when they tend to go corduroy, they go for a top or a shirt or something like that, so you guys can mix in a nice well-fitting type of corduroy pants. This is really great, and it's really a great piece that's really going to make you guys stand out, because like I said before, not many guys are wearing the corduroy pants. So these look great in pretty much most of your neutral colors: green, navy, you know, black, khaki, anything like that. These are all going to look great. Corduroy pants are really a big cheat code for the winter season. I recommend you guys trying to check these out as well. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are clicking the like button below. Also, make sure you guys are clicking the bell notification to be notified every time I release a new video. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at Ryan_Darks, and make sure you guys stay till the end, because we have a couple more points coming up that you guys do not want to miss. The next thing on how to look expensive this winter is to get a pea coat. So this is one of the best coats that you guys can have to just look a little more mature, a little more polished. A pea coat is a great coat for the winter season. Really brings you up drastically on the style meter there. Makes you just look a lot more elegant and expensive. Also a very warm coat as well. It's also well fitting. You guys can layer it with a bunch of different things. As I said before, as I mentioned earlier, with those sweaters and things like that, a pea coat looks great layered over top of these things. So pretty much any type of thing that you guys can layer with, or with pea coat over, you guys are always going to look great for any type of situation. You guys can dress a pea coat up or down. I recommend it looks its best when you guys just dress it up a little bit, but you guys can just throw a more casual piece on it and then put the pea coat over it. It just really brings up your look just drastically a lot during this winter season. So a pea coat is a great coat that I recommend you guys checking out. I recommend you guys going for a navy, black, or gray for this one. Just going to go with a lot more things. You guys sprinkle in a camel or brown as well if you want to, if you have these colors. But these are colors that are going to go with pretty much anything during this winter season. The next thing, how to look expensive this winter, is to upgrade your socks. So guys, a lot of things can happen when you guys just take more time to upgrade your socks for the winter season. I want you guys to start looking for ways that you guys can pretty much get socks that are going to go with different things that you guys are going to wear. So like I said, my best rule of thumb is to get socks that are going to match your pants accordingly. So if you guys are wearing green pants, it's good to have green socks. If you guys wear a lot of navy blue pants, it's good to have different types of navy blue type of socks. If you guys are living in a more colder climate, then wool socks are going to be your best friend. If you don't live in a colder climate like me, I live in a more warmer climate, so I don't need wool socks as somebody who maybe did in a much colder climate like Alaska or something like that. So you guys don't have to be forced to get wool socks if you live in a warmer climate. So just get the socks depending on where you live, but this really shows that you know how to color coordinate and match effectively. So like I said before, my best rule of thumb is to match the socks with your pants. Also, if you guys want to do that, if you don't want to do that, you can also match your socks with, say, a shirt or a sweater that you guys are wearing. This also works as well. It's just, you know, I would say more for beginners, the best rule of thumb, and to not overthink it, is to just always match your socks with your pants. So pretty much what this means is your socks should have some type of color in it that your pants are. Pretty much if you stick to this, this will pretty much have you covered every single time. So you guys can go with a plain sock that is the same color as the pants, or just some type of design or color that the sock has on it that also matches the same color as the pants. Best way to go. Also will never steer you wrong. The next thing, how to look expensive this winter, is to get a Sherpa jacket. So as I mentioned earlier, with a shearling jacket, this is one that just gives you another type of situation where you can take advantage of that nice luxurious lining that is created in the jacket there. It's nice to just have that lining in there. It just keeps you warm is the most important thing, but also keeps you stylish, looking stylish as well, because it gives you that added lining in there that just sets you apart from a lot of other guys during the winter season, that a lot of other guys aren't wearing these type of jackets. So when you guys can just mix in, like I said, different type of texture, different type of lining, just something in general that a lot of guys aren't wearing. This really gives you an opportunity to stand out. These also look great as well when you guys layer them over those sweaters as well that I mentioned earlier. Some people, you know, wear them with the t-shirts, that's fine as well, but I just think they look best with those different sweaters in there that we're gonna be wearing. But if you guys wanna wear them with the t-shirts as well, that also works as well. I like to go for these more in the denim type of fabric. I think they look best in the denim, but they do make them in other fabrics as well that you guys might like as well. So just your pick of the litter here. There's a lot of different options, but if you're starting off with your first one, me personally, I think the denim Sherpa jacket is one of the best ones you possibly can start off with for this one. The next thing, how to look expensive for this winter, is to accessorize. So guys, I know a lot of times that for the winter season, we're wearing the heavier clothing. So, you know, a lot of our wrists are covered more often, our, you know, necks are covered more often, things like that. But this does not mean that you can skip the great thing of accessorizing. You guys should never do this. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. Accessorizing definitely during the winter season gives you the power to look more expensive, more elegant, more polished, more luxurious. You guys can throw on a, you know, a nice necklace or two over these nice sweaters as I mentioned, or you guys can always make room for a watch, guys. You know, worst come to worst, you can always bring the sleeves up a little bit, throw a watch on, bracelet, ring, something like that. These are things that are just gonna make you look a lot more luxurious and expensive during this winter season. That's it for me today, guys. Hope you guys got something out of the video. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Peace.